All right, folks, welcome to the channel. Always an honor and a privilege to be with you. I hope you're all doing great. Buckle up and strap in. I got a hard-hitting pull, no punches, no sugarcoating it, no rainbows and sunshine, no magic tricks, no lollipops. I'm just going to give it to you and give it to you straight. And friends, we got a brand new issue to talk about today. Inflation Buster mortgage programs. My gosh, I laugh at this stuff. How am I going to unpackage this one today, my friends? This is insanity. One of the things we used to see here a lot, and if you're new, please subscribe right away. Right away. Yesterday, get subscribed. One of the things we heard here a lot at the channel, friends, is this time was what? You guessed it, different. This time is different than 2008. Scott, no crash risk here. And I had to politely disagree. Even as somebody who works in real estate, loves real estate, owns real estate, wants to win in real estate, understanding booms and busts have always occurred in real estate. We just went through a pretty big boom, and historically, every time you've had bubble behavior out of a housing market, regardless of what puts us there, they've crashed. So I started putting a little crash risk on this one, came to YouTube and started warning people. Whew, insane, this stuff, you guys. I'm trying not to laugh. So what we're seeing now out of the mortgage industry, see, back in 2008, and this was kind of the debate, was, the loans this time around people are much more financially fit. This kind of loans are much stronger and blah, 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 blah. And I was always like, that's cool. I appreciate that. But the realities are we're in another real estate bubble, and historically they crash. So you might want to play it safe right now and just proceed with caution, which is what we should always do anyway. So the latest one we're seeing now is inflation busters. Buy down your mortgage rate for the first year. And I've just looked into this a little bit because I've really, for me personally, friends, home ownership is great, but I don't think it's for everybody. Like I've told the story before. I've met very successful people, and they told me, and I've always resonated with that. It's not as important to own where you live. It's just important to own. You can get some friends together, buy real estate, get some investment properties, and be a renter your whole life. Quality of life is what you want. If you're tied to a house and it owns you, and every weekend you're fixing the house, you don't have time to go invest in real estate because this house owns you. I don't like that, but I'm just a real estate guy. So I might think differently than a lot of people. But I know it's the right way to think because it's proved to be very beneficial for me personally. So I'll continue to communicate that message at that level. But the reality is this, friends, we're seeing mortgage companies now reaching for straws. And here's the challenge I have with this buying down of a rate for 1 year. Well, first of all, we're entering a recession right now. Tail end of a crisis, front end of a recession. So if I put somebody in a home and say, hey, I got you buy down the rate for the first year, so your payment's going to be a little lower. You can buy some furniture and remodel a house. Go spend a little, go crazy. Go take a vacation. Insane. What happens when the year buy down rate expires and their regular rate kicks in as we're at the front end of a recession at minimum, possibly a depression. But right now we'll stick with recessionary levels of a downturn. It's coming. It's already all over mainstream media, and we've talked about this. Once mainstream media gets a hold of it, that's the nail in the coffin of that one. It's going to play out. It's here. This is big stuff. Then your payment goes up as you're knee deep in a recession, and that's in fact what happened in 2008. People got into adjustable rate mortgages where they're virtually similar type of loan product where all of a sudden your loan adjusts up and you're in a recession. That's what happened. That's why we had so many defaults in 2008. This is potentially another perfect storm for defaulting loans for so many reasons. So I have a big issue when I see the industry start to offer these basically teaser rate mortgages to try to get people back into the markets when we're clearly headed for, at minimum, a correction, a possible recession, or a full-blown depression. So let's go ahead and roll a little footage to drive our point home, and then we're going to meet back here and wrap this one up. Let's get started. Inflation Buster temporary interest rate buy down. A temporary interest rate buy down involves having a lower interest rate for a period of time at the beginning of your mortgage. When you take advantage of a temporary interest rate buy down, your interest rate is lower than the final rate in your contract. Sounds sketchy to me. Let's keep reading. With Inflation Buster, many Rocket Mortgage purchase clients can qualify for a lender credit that will fully cover the cost of a temporary buy down option. Keyword here being temporary. Let's get back to the studio so we can wrap this one up. All right, friends, welcome back. So that's what's going on in the industry now. What do you guys think of that? Tell me. I want to know. What do you is that a warning sign? For me, it's a warning sign. I see a big flashing red light screaming to me, warning sign. I'm going to put somebody in a teaser rate for 1 year, at least back in 2008. Maybe you got a 3-year arm, a 5-year arm, a 7-year arm before it adjusts. This adjusts after 1 year. You get 1 year before you are going up and your payments are going up. This is not good as you enter a recession. What happens in a recession? People are going to recess, layoffs are coming. People are no longer owning their homes own them because they're no longer worth what they paid over those 10 million people that bought in the bubble. With minimum amounts down, no skin in the game, it's going to be so much easier for them to walk away from homes, even though they won't want to. Why? I'm about to tell you. Because they put so much pressure on themselves to buy the home. When you had to get into a bidding war or competition to get the home, the last thing you want to do is give it back or walk away from it or admit you maybe made a mistake. It's happened before. It's happening again. Doing the same thing over and over, expecting a different result. Please keep your eyes peeled on these rate buy downs. Buying down of interest rates for a year. You can buy down my rate for 10 years, maybe I'd consider that. 1 year? 12 months? That's insanity to me, absolute insanity. In final thoughts, I come to you as a friend, as a content creator. Somebody wants to see you not only win in real estate, win in life. Understanding the biggest artificially created housing bubble ever produced in world history is having its blowback. We're seeing now the industry reach for straws. This is 2008 all over again, but probably worse. That's just the realities. And it's starting to become ever so clear now. Most people cannot deny it anymore. So I want you to be very cautionary when you go out and try to look at real estate. There's nothing wrong with window shopping, browsing, monitoring the market. I encourage everybody to do that. There's going to be a lot of buying opportunity, but only for the people that are financially fit. It's so important for us to be financially fit right now. Cash reserves, decent credit, secure job, nice down payments, puts property within its rent range. Simple tools that will help you. I'm always here to help people however I can. I will help people make sure they make wise choices. It's very simple. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure this one out. When you're buying real estate, it's not only what we need right now, it's in fact what we deserve. If you appreciate the content, I do want to humbly ask you to give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below. I would love to hear from you. Social media links are in the description of this video if you'd like to follow me there, along with links to channels I've appeared on I think you might enjoy. If you're interested in buying or selling real estate here in America, I have the biggest network of top-rated agents in the nation ready to serve you. There's an email in the description for you as well. Also, if you're watching from your television set today and you enjoyed this video, I know you're going to love the next video, and there's an easy subscribe icon for your convenience. As always, thank you for your time. Please go make it count today. I'll see you on the next video.